Well, a high-speed train taking you from Sydney to Melbourne in under 3 hours. Sounds brilliant, right? But it turns out the Fast Rail project has been, well, very slow and promised for a long, long time. 40 years, in fact. It's nowhere to be seen, yet we're still paying for it.
A high-speed rail network.
Trains going at least 250 kilometres an hour.
Cutting commute times by up to 75%.
How can you not get excited?
Look at it, the silver emu. It's so close, I can hear it.
We've been hearing it for decades, the slow approach of our very own, very fast train.
I'd love to see it actually happen. That would be amazing.
If only everyone was on board.
It's ludicrous. It's a waste of taxpayers' money.
Former New South Wales Transport Minister Andrew Constance loves the idea of a nation-crossing, national building network of high-speed rail, but
I just think pie-in-the-sky stuff. You start talking bullet trains between Brisbane and Sydney.
New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian commissioned a report in 2020. It was completed and made recommendations. We just don't know what, because
It became cabinet confidence and it hasn't been released.
it's a familiar story. Once upon a time in Australia, anything seemed possible, and we had a very fast boat. And we were promised very fast trains. All we got was a model. It's been a rickety ride ever since. In the 1990s, John Howard was the nation's conductor.
It is with great pleasure I announce that Speed Rail as the successful consortium.
A done deal. Confidence was high.
In October 2003, the people of Australia will be able to travel at 320 kilometres per hour on the Speed Rail.
It's easy to fall in love with the concept. The years go by until Kevin 07 climbs on board with an announcement of another study. 3 years later, another announcement that the study was now a report.
On track, implementing high-speed rail in Australia so that you can get from Sydney to Melbourne, CBD to CBD in under 3 hours.
Except you couldn't, and Rudd ran out of steam and got rolled in the election that year. High-speed rail was off the rails until 2016 when Malcolm Turnbull was in the driver's seat. But then the Liberals decided to do the ScoMo motion, and rail enthusiasts had to wait for Albo 2.0.
And if I'm elected Prime Minister, I want ours to be the first government that actually gets work underway on high-speed rail.
As an expert in this field, how would you react if I said we were thinking of revisiting the very fast train proposal? It's not a prank.
Made in 2014 in Utopia, seems more like a documentary.
We announced that we're going to set up an authority.
Authority?
The Federal High-Speed Rail Authority, the FHSR.
The FHSR?
The authority exists and has a $500 million budget. Its CEO, Tim Parker, speaks enthusiastically about how high-speed rail will transform the nation.
We're a country that's not short of land. What we're short of is connected land. So what high-speed rail does is actually connect not only cities, but the regions in between.
That enthusiasm seems to be fading following reports the cost to build the line just to the Central Coast had blown out to $32 billion. We emailed the High Speed Rail Authority on January 6 requesting an interview with its CEO, and we have repeated that request only to be told its CEO is unavailable, which has us wondering why he's so busy. We asked Infrastructure and Transport Minister Catherine King what has happened to the $80 million business case the High Speed Rail Authority lodged with her office in September. Her office replied,
"Thank you so much for your interest in an interview with the Minister. This month is not a good moment for us, unfortunately, but we're very happy to revisit down the track."
We all know that high-speed rail is rolled out in every single election before being promptly shelved after that.
Alice Thompson is the CEO for the Committee for the Hunter region.
This is about the reddest hot go that I've ever seen anyone have with high-speed rail.
Alice is a fast train true believer. Is this a now or never project?
I was involved in Badgerys Creek in Western Sydney Airport. That, along with high-speed rail, has probably been considered the two biggest infrastructure boondoggles in Australia history. Now here we are. The airport will be opening, is it next year?
Hope springs eternal.
It is a project whose time has come.
I don't think it's ever going to happen.